Everything's fine. Hello. Caca. Greg. Welcome to Tales from the Grim, everybody, and Wild Blue Yonder, our Lady Blackbird campaign. I'm Lauren, your super duper chill navigator for this evening's adventure, along with my very favorite people. Also, Greg's here. Greg, who are you? Who do you play? What are you doing? How long have you been doing this, Greg?
My name's Greg, Crinjack21502 on the Twitches and the Twitters. I didn't just set the cameras up 1 second before we went live because I was busy jibber-jabbering. Anywho, I'm playing Cyrus Vance. Back to you, Lauren.
Serena, my rock. My rock. Who are you and who do you play?
Hi, I'm Serena Marie, and I'm playing Kaylin, the first mate mechanic. And I'm really excited to play. Mondays are my favorite day.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you for all that you do for me. Alice, it's been so long.
So long. I'm Alice, or White Rabbit Pig on Twitter, and I play Snargle. And my cat's attacking me, so I'm going to mute again, thank you.
Good day. Kiana, hi.
Hello. That was the most exhilarating 30 seconds leading up to being live that I've ever witnessed.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was all perfectly calm and controlled.
Super controlled. Yeah, super excited to be back here playing Artemis, who had some interesting reveals last week. And I'm sure will have no repercussions whatsoever.
No choices have consequences.
No.
Mm-mm.
Consequences, never heard of her.
She's a bitch. Tommy! Tommy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Who are you?
I'm great. I mean, we'll see. Just, the sudden but inevitable betrayal. We'll see. We'll see if if Nat ever finds out. Also, taller Snargle. Hi, I'm Tommy. I play resident good boy turned bad boy, Natalia Syri, also known as Lord Blackbird. I'm a little worried about today because Roll20 has not been on my side at all. So I refuse to roll this session.
Right, so make Tommy roll for walking. Got it?
Not gonna roll anything.
Cool. And we also have returning our very special guest, Mal. Mal, who are you and who do you play?
Hello. I'm Mal, and I'm playing Victor, the Clockwork robot.
Wonderful. Wonderful, everybody. So, now I'm back in charge. It's fine. This is the halfway point of our campaign, but for anyone new joining us, this is Lady Blackbird, a Powered by the Apocalypse game by John Harper. Basically, instead of stats, you've got traits and tags, and the number of applicable tags for the given task determines the number of dice you roll when trying to meet a difficulty level that I set. Nailed it. More dice, the better your chance of success. If you look below, you'll see all of our donation options, which give everyone watching at home the chance to impact the narrative, whether you'd like to help or complicate the outsiders' lives. We had someone add a complication last week, and it was choice, and no one's mad about it. In terms of the world, all you need to know is that the wild blue is breathable. The depths below it are not. The Empire rules even on the free worlds like Nightport, where it shouldn't. The solar system is small, taking only 6 weeks to cross. Beyond it is the void with its purplish tint. Magic, also known as essence, is rare and coveted and powers pretty much everything in the blue, maybe even a certain robot. The largest source of it is at the star at the center of the system, known affectionately as Stella, and she is dying. Now for our recap. Nothing much happened. The crew headed to the Squid's Eye. They met a new friend in the form of a clockwork man who calls himself Victor. Artemis took a call of sorts, but was surprised when her contact in the Blackbird house, whom she has been reporting to, wasn't the person on the other end of the line, but rather High Commander Seraphina Cross, who, along with a very stressed-looking Lady Beatrix Blackbird and a man with a crow on a signet ring, instructed Artemis to bring Nat to a rendezvous point. Some of this was overheard by Kale, but before she could disclose it, Victor informed the party that the Void Walkers were close. Snargle altered his shape and snuck Nat out the back door. Kale and Victor rained fire on the Void Walkers from above, and Cyrus Vance took on 6 Void Walkers at once and was definitely the successful one of that encounter. However, Micah, the leader and Artemis's former partner, escaped with his life and with Kale. That's fine. This all seems pretty chill. So I think we'll let Serena stew.
Oh no.
And we'll start with Victor. Victor, you are on the roof. And you are alone. This man appeared, let me describe Micah again for everyone, because I know that you all love that. This very tall, broad-shouldered man, just like rippling muscles that you can somehow see through his shirt. Long kind of shoulder length, brown hair, wavy, twinkling green eyes, magnificent beard. Has that's a good reaction face for that. Had put his hand on Kale, like attached something to her jacket, and both of them faded in a purple shimmer. And you are alone on the roof.
There is a low whine, like gears jamming for a moment as he processes things and just is and then he goes back inside to find the others.
All right. As you are descending, your cogs and gears in your chest area start to whir faster. It doesn't feel painful, but it feels like you just got some kind of like surge of something.
Curious. I will continue and monitor myself.
How does Victor go about monitoring himself? Like, does he have a routine? Is this something that's almost never happened? Has he ever had something be less than regular with his functions?
I think that it's not a common occurrence, but it's happened once or twice after he's finished a painting.
Just for my own curiosity, what's the last painting he drew? What was the subject?
It was a painting of his ship.
As you are climbing down through the hatch, it's not really a voice, but it's almost like your equivalent of Morse code would be. all the sounds of your cogs and gears, how you could communicate to others like you did back where you're from. And it's not random, it's spelling out your name, VI-2187.
I respond with affirmative.
And then it spells out VICTOR.
I respond with another affirmative.
And then you do hear a voice as your circuits and your gears all fire faster. I always did like Victor better. So much catchier.
I will reply with the equivalent of, just a question mark.
You hear a small laugh. Almost like a child. And then it stops, a little weary. I'm glad to see you're doing well. I thought things might be hard for you, being so far away.
Do I realize who's talking to me?
I kind of want to let you roll for it. Yeah, roll for it. You've got some cool stuff on your character sheet. Let's do it. I'm going to make this difficulty 3.
All right. Let me get all my things here. I feel like this would fall under probably questions.
Mm-hmm. So you get one just cause and then questions.
Based on things that just happened, I feel like maybe who am I and is what I feel real both appropriate.
Yeah, I think so.
And
then you also have 6 still in your pool.
So I think I'll just go with the 4 that I've got, or the 5 that I've got. Just cause, questions. I'll add 1 to get up to 5.
Cool. All right, so you have 5. Nice. Wow. Look at that. You've never heard this voice before, but it doesn't... The odd thing is that it doesn't sound like it's coming from without, but rather from within. Like, it's not like someone whispering in your ear. It's like the sound is inside of you. But you feel, but at the same time, it feels distant. But it feels like home. How are you enjoying life, Victor?
Life is complicated.
More or less than before?
More, but it's good.
I'm glad. Victor, I need you to deliver a message for me.
Message?
Tell them, the ones you're with, not to go to the place you're from.
Affirmative.
That's, you could say, it goes really quiet, almost like fuzz and static on the line. There's a lot of noise, and her next words you can't really make out. But it does, you can tell there's still something trying to come across.
I do not copy. Can you repeat?
You feel your gears again, they're turning much faster than they ever have, much faster than they should, really. You have been around for a while. You don't have the same maintenance schedule that they have for you on Vulcanus. But something comes through, the noise lessens. They're still hurting me, but I'll try. Victor, I don't know how much longer you'll last so far away.
Since leaving my complicated life has been full. If I don't return, it will have been worth it.
The glass that covers your eyes, the green glass, you can see the lights behind it glow. Your eyes are now shooting light beams ahead. This green colored glass light, almost like stained glass. And the voice goes quiet. And you don't hear anymore. Your gears return to normal as you finally step foot into the squid's eye, where there are several men in red leathers on the ground clutching their kneecaps. And Cyrus Vance is there.
Cyrus has kicked away all the weapons that have dropped from the grasps, picking up anything that might be sold because, much like the bride in Kill Bill, these are his now. And he takes all of them and puts them on the bar, and he'll walk by, and if somebody is moaning at a missing or a terrible wound, he'll simply kneel. Damn, that hurts, don't it? He'll walk by with his, gait kind of touching. And at one moment, perhaps just as Victor walks in, he reaches down and he sees where his the unfortunate captain, the terribly just an unfortunate looking captain was, that he shot at the gun out of his hand. He reaches down and he sees a mixture of ash and blood on the ground, and as he touches it and swirls it with a moment with his middle finger of his right hand, for just a second, his boots lift up off the ground about an inch or two, and then they drop back down. All right, hobble on out of here. You're not buying drinks.
Malachi, the almost like prospector looking bartender with the artificial eye is behind the bar, never having had to shoot his shotgun. Is just like lighting a cigarette, nodding, kind of looking at the bloodstains, but also shrugging at them. It'll be fine. And yeah, some of the less wounded ones will hop up. Well, not, they will crawl up. They will hobble
Drag
up.
themselves out?
Yeah, that's good. Just like up the wall. And help some of the more grievously wounded ones. And they get the fuck out. And Victor is before you.
Hey, where's Kale?
They took her. The man with the muscles, the hair.
The unfortunate looking one?
Yes.
Cyrus runs out and grabs the trailing Voidwalkers.
Yeah, I guess you can, since they all have about one good leg left.
Pulls out a gun, spins it, places it to the head of one of them, and says, "Where is he?"
Sorry? The guy's just clutching his knee.
You have one good kneecap left. Where is he?
This rather astute young man looks around at their weaponless posse with no Micah, and points down the alley at, you can't see it from here, but having been to Nightport, you would know the general layout, and he's pointing to or toward one of the unguarded shipping docks.
if you're lying to me, there's nowhere in the blue you can run. And if you're lying to me, you'll never run again. And he starts limping his way at his fastest speed in that direction. And he turns around and points at Victor. Find the others! This way! And he just starts as fast as he can.
Mm-hmm. Great. So let's cut over. Who should stew longer? It's probably Kale. Let's go to Snargle. Snargle and Nat, who ran out the back, right? With Nat disguised and Snargle kind of looking like him.
Yeah,
like
with
Snargle's
the
green
swap clothes.
skin has changed. His skin tone is the same as yours now. The hair is mostly the same, but he's grown. You're now looking at somebody who could be maybe distantly related to you. It's not an exact copy like
you
what
can tell it's me.
yeah, it's like Snargle, but like a real boy. It's like
Yeah.
yes.
Can everyone change their appearance?
No, don't be ridiculous. Keep moving.
And he's just gonna keep pushing him out of this door, but at the same time have a firm grip on his shoulder so that if anything is there, he can pull him back in.
Not so hard on the shoulder. I'll need that for fencing, if dueling, in case we get into any trouble.
You realize if they catch us now, you'll never be fencing again, right?
I mean, I don't think they'll catch us. We might get into a fight. It's not the right time for that yet. We've already been caught. We've already had the capture scene way too recently. Can't happen again. It'd just be repetitive.
Do you know what? I'm really glad that you're approaching this positively, but I need you to keep moving.
And just
Yep.
move.
Yep. You're the boss, Snargle. Right now.
Where are you headed? Are you headed back to the owl?
I'm heading straight back to the owl. I'm getting him on that owl.
All right. Nothing bad could happen there. Are you going back about the same path that you were coming from?
Probably similar, but I'm a lot more wary of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you make it to the ship, the docks, the ones that you all were staying at, it's less busy. It seems to have cleared out. A lot of these ships seem to have left. And there is someone talking to the kind of dock master at the front.
And like Snargle puts it on. I'm like,
Wait.
Something up, Snargle.
like, and he sort of gestures over to the scene, expecting him to.
Nat doesn't know what a bit normal port looks like.
Snargle doesn't. Nat doesn't.
Nat doesn't know what a normal port looks like. He doesn't know the difference between a busy and a suspicious port.
It's empty. Look.
Could they have all just gone to bed?
And like, if I had a watch, I just check my wrist, even though I don't have it. Like,
I mean, it's
No.
always night here. You can't really tell the time.
It doesn't mean you sleep all the time. No.
like, and it sort of looks over and is like, just sort of pauses for a moment. Do I leave him here and go and take a closer look? He's like, come here, and grabs him by the scruff and starts dragging him toward, not up to the scene, but closer to get a better look.
All right. There are, like I said, when you all got off of here, there are a few buildings, but mostly like a kind of tented marketplace. So you can blend if you'd like to blend and get a little closer.
Yeah, I think Snargle starts pulling the scarf up over Nat's face,
Mhm.
just tying it up around the back and like tugging on it to make sure it's secure. not letting go of him, just start trying to blend in, get a little bit closer and see what happens.
All right. The dock master, kind of scruffy looking gentleman in coveralls. He's not like the security head. You do see security still present as you get closer, but they're maybe like maybe like around the owl or something. No, they're around the owl. And this person talking to the dock master, you don't recognize them. It's a woman, blonde, with her back to you, hair pulled up, seems to be maybe doing some kind of interview. The dock master looks super nervous. You can tell that from as far back as you are. You can't hear what they're saying. But having seen someone interrogated before, that looks like it's what's going on. Maybe not in an official capacity. This person is not in uniform, though they are wearing Imperial colors.
And Snargle sort of looks at the situation.
Well, this isn't good.
I'm assuming Nat recognizes Imperial colors.
Oh, most definitely. Although this to you, this wouldn't look like a military uniform, which is why Snargle would have no context for it, but it is a uniform of sorts. There is a very hush-hush science council within the Empire, known as the Veil, which is not really what it's called, but what everybody else calls it. And you would recognize a symbol on the uniform as being part of that.
Well, I'm now going to guess that everyone has not gone to bed suddenly. That is... Honestly, I'm not really sure what they do, but there's some sort of science research officer, something called the VIT. No one's really sure what they do.
Well,
I honestly don't know why they're here.
So it's a scientist.
Probably?
Well, why do they want the owl? They just... Stay here. Don't move. For anything. Anyone. Keep that scarf up, and if anyone other than me or one of the crew come up to you, run. Just run. Simple.
Quick
Back
question.
to the bar.
Snargle,
Yes.
should we have some sort of code word to make sure we know who's who? Because if you know how to change forms, and apparently Art knows how to change forms, can someone else know how to change forms?
Well, is there one you have in mind? Because you didn't seem to get on with the normal one.
You mean Kaka? That thing that Kale just randomly shouted out. How was I supposed to know what that meant?
I'm shocked you didn't know what it meant.
What was it supposed to mean? The owls don't make Kakas. Blackbirds don't make Kakas.
Have you ever seen
What
an
does
actual
Kaka
owl?
mean?
Have you ever seen an actual owl?
Have I seen an owl?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Think of who?
Maybe that's what they want you to think. Look, this is about deception and misleading.
The fuck?
We make an
Caca
owl.
works.
If we
Caca
make
works.
an owl noise, they're going to associate it with us.
You're not wrong. Caca it is.
Caca, okay, settle on that because that's what I'm going to shout, okay? Now stay here. Let's go
Yep.
far.
I will not move an inch.
Like, Snargle's like, backing up, like watching. And sort of casually strolls over, not to the people, but just starts getting that little bit closer. Sort of looks, trying to look like he's admiring the ship.
So you're going up to where the dockmaster is, like kind of at the fence.
Yeah.
Okay. You're walking casual?
Not so casual that it's like, but almost like looking at the ships in, just having a look.
Okay.
Like a fan. A ship spotter, if you will.
I will. All right, so what exactly are you trying to suss out by getting closer?
I want to hear what they're saying.
Oh, you do you? Fascinating. It's probably nothing important at all. Okay. I want you to make me a roll just to see how subtle that you're being.
Okay, so.
And we'll say I have to give this, depending how close you're getting will affect what you can hear. So we'll have 3 if you want some snippets without getting very close to them.
Okay.
And 4 if you would like to get very close and hear more of the conversation.
Oh, he thrives in dangerous situations.
I know.
He's gonna get as close as he can. He can't help it.
All right, we'll go with 4.
Sorry, my roll 20 decided to crash, so I'm just.
It's probably not an inauspicious sign.
I've got 1 just cause, and I've got crafty, sneaky, distractions, bluff. Does that help? Does that go in there? Like, I'm gonna try and bluff my way out of it. If
Yeah, well, yeah.
okay, so it's 5.
Mm-hmm. Did you add sly?
No, I did not. So that's
So 6. And then if you'd like to add any from your pool, I also think that you have an advantage, so you may roll again. And you
Yes.
have an auto success in the bank.
Okay, I might actually do an auto success. I don't want to die. Yeah, I'm gonna auto success.
Okay, so you'll have 1 extra if you but you can also roll again.
Yeah, I'll roll again. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing this. My roll 20 doesn't like me today. So 1 extra, 7 and
Not an extra die, you can just roll it again. That's fine,
I
because
see.
the last one just won't count. So you still have 4 successes, so you can keep that auto success if you'd like.
yeah, I'll keep hold of the auto success.
Cool. So describe to me Snargle's what's Snargle's con? Give it to me.
Like, he's sort of wandering at first, like he's got his hands in his pockets. And he'll go up to the other ships first and yeah, would you look at that? Like, just like trying to have a feel around, like walking on the way up.
Like one through the fence.
Yeah, like, have like really having a look and then slowly,
Mrs. has wanted a vacation boat.
like, slowly moving along towards the owl because he can't help himself.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to enter the docks?
Yeah, why not? If there's anything I can pick up on the way, so I don't think I have a gun anymore. Like literally,
Oh, yeah.
a blunt object and grabbing it off the ground or off one of the tents or something.
You could grab Okay, so as you're making your way, yeah, I would say that it's probably pretty easy. You can grab a rock if you
I was
wanted.
gonna say, if there's a rock,
Yeah.
I'm doing that, putting that in my pocket. Like,
Sure. Super cash. Yeah, you look pretty normal. You don't look like anyone they saw coming off of the owl. With 4 successes, the dockmaster doesn't look at you twice. The woman in her red and black uniform, it's kind of this tight-fitting onesie, but there's you know what I mean, jumpsuit.
yeah.
As you pass it, there's something, it probably catches your eye as somebody who works with machinery, like the owl. There's like this iridescent shimmer, not the same shimmer, not the purple shimmer, something else. She turns her head and looks at you, but there's no spark of recognition there. Your disguise and your general demeanor is so different.
I will smile and nod at her like a friendly.
Yeah.
And keep looking.
She's younger than you might have thought from far away. And as you walk past her, she sidles in front of you. On your way up, you would have heard specifically her talking about the crew, getting a confirmation, like almost giving the dockmaster instructions about what to do should he see any of you, and going over the descriptions again. You see some of the wanted posters that were up, and then so you know that the general course of order is that she is asking him to close the docks, remove unnecessary people, and seems to be in the process of setting up some sort of sting or something like that. It's probably fine. As you start to get closer to the owl, though, if you are still moving in that direction, she's going to start walking behind you.
And as soon as he notices that, he's like,
It's a nice ship, isn't it?
Is it?
You don't think so?
There's part of him that genuinely looks slightly offended.
I mean, it's kind of dinky.
I think it's quirky.
Huh.
Is it yours?
This weird expression passes over her face that you can't quite place. No.
That's a shame. I'd love one like this.
That's my ship. She points down the ways a bit, and this very expensive, sleek looking ship sits there. Blue, the same blue as the blue. If it were up in the air. It's hard to see it at night. The docks are lit. If they were not, you would not see this ship, period.
So you got yourself a proper fancy one then?
Yeah. You should probably get out of here.
I'm just looking at the ships. I like that. I like, the fancy ones, the classic, the really nice ones.
Pointing at the owl.
And then some of the others down there look pretty cool as well. Are you just here waiting for your crew or something?
I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, who? I might have seen him. Point them in your direction.
That's probably not a good idea.
Oh. Why?
haven't seen him in a long time is all.
Oh, like an ex-girlfriend or something. Ex-boyfriend?
She
Awkward?
breaks
No?
this face, like,
Oh, okay.
just head out. It's just a friendly bit of advice. You seem like a nice kid.
Oh, I am. I'm real nice. I was just looking at the ships, that's all. Am I allowed, like, a sneak peek onto one of them? I've always wanted to be on one of those like that. Looks really cool.
I really don't get the appeal of this ship or why everyone is so attached to it.
It's a classic.
Like, sort of like looking up at it.
You see her eyes leave you, and she waves at another ship that's landing not too far away within the docks. It sets down. She gives you this kind of small, sad smile and walks over to this other ship. The ramp is opening, it seems like, and there are several men and women in the same uniform as she is, and they seem to have almost like pipes of some kind.
And Snargle just watches. Doesn't move, but watches. And if they look that way, just glance back up at the ship again.
Yeah, they are heading toward the Owl. They look like they have a bunch of equipment with them.
Oh, is this your ship then?
None of them answer you, but the young woman comes back. Like I said, you should probably go.
And it sort of looks over at the side.
What are they doing? Like, what's your job? What do you actually do?
That's classified.
Classified?
Yeah.
He sort of like shuffles forward and leans in. He's like,
I won't tell anyone, I promise.
She smiles. She has a really lovely smile, even in the kind of dim light.
You've got a really pretty smile.
Thanks.
That's all right.
I don't remember the last time somebody said that to me.
Well, they should have done.
She narrows her eyes at you. You're a little charmer.
I am. My mum says I am anyway.
Well, she would be right. You know what? Take your time. Look around. She kind of looks back at the people who are moving, and she kind of does this, and all of them stop what they're doing, unloading. Bring it back. And they begin to load the equipment back where they came from. What's your name?
Me? George.
Hi, George.
Hi.
She holds out her hand, and on her finger there is a ring with the signet of a crow. And she walks away without giving you her name.
Bye.
and I start looking around the owl. I want to see what they're touching.
Yeah, well, they have all like backed off. They have started loading the equipment back onto their own ship. The young woman is definitely less kind in her manner toward them, seems to be giving them orders. They look very confused by this, but they are listening. And currently nobody is looking at you or the owl.
Huh.
I'm just gonna maybe not go inside, maybe just go along the side of the owl, like just checking, just looking if they've already touched anything, just checking for any of the compartments that might have the guns in that I know are around.
I would say, like, you, even if you like really wanted to, probably have like a hatch you could enter through if you wanted to. But yeah, you definitely have like compartments where you can grab things from.
Yeah, like I know that there's some more snargle size guns.
Yeah.
That he's opened up and he's just like pulling up his trousers and shoving them down his trousers and in his boots, just like a knife down the side. And then checks around once more, lifts up a hatch and will pull himself in and close it.
Mm. Amazing. Okay, we're gonna leave that there for a while. Who should I go to? Who should I go to? I guess it's Kiana and Artemis. Yep. Okay, so Artemis, what did you do after well, you got off your phone call that was like super chummy, because like High Commander Seraphina Cross is super cool.
Yeah, she's super great ex-boss.
Yeah, she's
I totally am on great terms with.
Yeah, she's super hot too. So, then you heard gunshots. A lot of gunshots.
Yep.
And what are you gonna do?
Oh, Artemis is gonna shove the communicator back into her inner pocket, and then from within the inner pocket pull out her gun.
Nice.
And then start to move along the hallways back to where the gunshots came from to see what just happened.
In the time that it's taken you, you see Victor in descending from the hatch, and you see Captain Cyrus Vance run, or like as fast as he can with his brace, out of the door, the swinging door. You see blood all over the floor. You did not notice the captain bleeding. Malachi's just kind of, he's like smoking and he's like gone back to cleaning his glass and it's just kind of like nodding. He's a good shot.
Look kind of back towards the door where Captain Vance went. Well, yeah, he is. Looks like you'll have to clean off some new bloodstains, huh?
Nah, once you kind of get the routine, it's pretty easy. You just rinse and repeat. Literally. You rinse it, and then you rinse it again.
All right,
The other ones, though, they went out the back. Like the real back, not...
Yeah, Wait, you mean like the tall one with the weird vest mohawk situation going on?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Going to turn to Victor, who is still standing there, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Just like, did ya want something, or
Captain said to get the others.
All right, well, I guess two of us are gonna be sticking around as we go pick up, Right, let's go.
Where are you going?
I'm going out the back, and before I do, I'm gonna slide a few coins onto the bar for Malachi.
He nods. Appreciate it. And so you are all heading out the way Snargle and Nat did. Are you headed toward the owl, Artemis?
I am going to think so, yes, because that's where I'm going to assume that if they're running away, they're going to run to the ship.
Great. You are all able to make it there. As you're getting toward the edge of the tents, you see Nat stood. I mean, Nat, how do you have yourself? Are you hidden? Are you trying to hide?
Nat, I think Snargle like pushed Nat down behind some boxes, so Nat's just sitting there, just like you know, sort of crouched down, not moving an inch.
Artemis
You see him.
Yep. Artemis sighs a little bit of relief. Okay. And we'll kind of walk up to his hiding spot. Real inconspicuous there, huh?
I would also like to walk up behind her and just go, inconspicuous.
You're surrounded, Nat.
Art, I'm glad you're here. There are What's the code word?
The code word.
The code word.
I just have to take a moment to think.
I need to know that's your art. Because apparently everyone can change forms.
Right. I kind of forgot about that. I think it's some bird call, if I remember correctly.
You're good enough. Art. There are people at our ship.
I think that's pretty visible right here.
But it's like... It's not like... I mean, they can't see me. The point was that people coming looking this way couldn't see me. Also, Snargle said not to move.
Artemis just kind of pats Nat on the shoulder.
That's not the and Nat will sort of nod his head out towards the docks. It's like there's a person out there with a uniform of the Veil. I don't know what they're doing out here.
Okay.
Or why they're interested in our ship.
Well, that's certainly an obstacle, ain't it? Where are the others? Looking around.
Well, Vance and Kale and Victor, you were there too, I guess. They were all fighting off Captain Micah's people.
Is that the tall one with the hair?
I've never seen him, so I wouldn't know. I heard he has a hat. And Snoggle's over there chatting up the Veil officer. They've been talking for a while now. I think they've hit it off.
You see them, Artemis, they're shaking hands.
Oh.
Did you know that Snoggle could change forms like that? He's all tall now and...
No, well, that seemed pretty new to me. Where is Vance?
Victor, where's Kale? Is she with
Missing.
Vance? Missing?
The tall one with the... What did Captain say? unfortunate looking took her.
Wait, is he talking about Captain Micah?
Ooh. I think Victor and Nat can see Artemis's face flicker, kind of switch between this unfamiliar Isabel Walker, Isabel right into Artemis's normal face for a moment.
Victor, are you talking about the one with the hat? As Nat's just like a little too worried to wait for Art to answer at this point.
Yes.
Art, we have to go rescue her.
Yes.
Art, we can't leave her behind.
No.
She's an integral part of the story, Art. She's a beloved side character.
The novel of Nat's life.
The novel of Nat's life. Not on this show, but in the novel of Nat's life.
Yeah, it's like self-fan fiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are the three of you going to do? You can see Artemis, this other ship, leaving. It looked like people were milling about. The woman is still there. Doesn't seem to have clocked where George Snargle has gone. And she does walk up to the owl, and you can see her place a hand on it. And just stand there for a while. And then she vanishes.
Why does everyone vanish? What is the changing faces vanish? I feel like I'm the most normal one here.
And Artemis will just start walking towards the owl.
All right.
Is that wise? Art.
She's not really paying attention. She's just going. And I think as she's walking, you start to see the blonde hair start to turn black. And her posture kind of go from that relaxed slouch to straightened up. Now she turns for a moment to look behind and see if they're following.
Oh yeah, Victor, as soon as she started walking, Victor's just like, okay, that's what we're doing, and is following.
Nat had turned for a moment to like be like, Victor, I think we should follow her. But Victor's already
Yeah.
And then Nat's like, and then he'll scramble after.
As you pass the dockmaster, he kind of looks at all of you for a second. He was not told to stand down, as Snargle would know, but he also looks around and sees the woman gone and just kind of throws his hands up and breathes a sigh of relief as all of you pass. He you know what he does? He takes a little sign out, says on break, and is just going to hang that out front, and he is going to leave.
That's a mood.
And you can all enter the owl, where you will be reunited with Snargle if that's what you choose to do. But I really feel like there's someone I haven't talked to yet tonight, and I feel like that's hurting me. It's hurting me. Like, this hurts me more than it hurts you, Serena. So I think we're gonna go over to Serena and Kale, who's with a very unfortunate looking man. Just the word, like, his muscles do not feel comforting at all. As you blink, 1 second you were looking at Victor, and you were above now you are kind of it's dark where you are. There aren't a lot of lights. You feel this man, which you would know as Micah from the Voidwalkers, his hand grabbing your arm, your upper arm, and also the fresh smell of blood. But it's not coming from you, it's coming from him. You can in a little bit of light, and you can kind of feel it seeping through your jacket. He seems to be bleeding.
So is he holding my arm or my arm or like my hand? Like
your like your bicep, basically.
Okay.
He's got a strong grip, but you see this guy has obviously been through some shit recently, and you can hear him kind of huffing as he's trying to move you.
So I go, where are we?
He does not reply. He is it seems like he's using all of his strength to try and move you.
As he's pulling me, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna use the force that he's pulling me, and I'm gonna run at him. So I'm gonna try to tackle him.
Great. Love it. Let's make this a 3. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use tricky. So quick, dirty fighting, tumbler, escape, contortionist. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so what is that, like 7?
7, yeah.
And you have an advantage to use on this roll.
Okay.
So you can roll twice. Oh. Nice. So yeah, what is what is this move that Kale does? Is it that you're running at him and at this, like, using this surprise to get out of his grip?
So I feel him pulling me, and I decide to use his momentum. I put my foot in the back of his knee, and I kind of climb on him. So I kind of run up him.
Yes. You do this. He does not see it coming at all. As you leap off him, he kind of falls into the wall. You can see you're kind of in an alleyway now, with one way out. There's a mark on the wall that you can, again, barely see, that seems to be kind of a marking spot in dark red. Yeah, you climbed in like a tree.
Perfect.
That's great. And you are momentarily free as he hits against the wall.
As he hits against the wall, oh God. Does he look disoriented as he slams against the wall?
A little bit, but you get the sense that he is a trained man and will recover quickly.
Is there, I'm in an alleyway, are there is there a dumpster lid that I may procure?
Sure.
Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
So as he slams against the wall, I want to try to grab the nearest dumpster lid or some heavy piece of metal, and I want to smash him in the face with it.
All right. Okay. What is your aim with this?
I want to I know that it's probably not going to kill him, but I want to disorient him enough so then I can steal from him. I'm basically mugging him now. This has turned on you, son. You stole the wrong girl.
Okay. I mean, he's a big hunk of man, but he's also been. Oh my God. like climbed and then pushed into the wall. Let's make this. We're gonna make this because you just pushed him in the wall. So I'm gonna say he doesn't see it coming. So we're gonna make this a 3 again.
Okay. I'm gonna still use tricky. So quick, dirty fighting.
Okay.
I don't know if tumbler. Can I just like lunge at him with my body to do it? Just like I'm gonna just jump at him and use my gravity. Please.
Okay, you said please. Okay. Okay, so that's 5 so far. Do you want to use any from your pool?
Wait, just to say something, we get 1 for pleases?
Only Serena.
Okay.
Just Serena. No, because she sold me on it. If yes, she sold me on it.
Actually, I'm gonna use 2 for my pool because I really want this.
So that's 7 total.
Cool.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, excellent.
All right, yeah. Tell me what you want to do to Micah.
So, I look and I see this lid, and I run and I jump and I slam it down on him, and as he slams into the wall, I'm going to try to rifle through his things real quick.
Okay.
This is a mugging.
Okay, you take a trash can lid and you've climbed him, and now you've smacked him across the head with a metal trash can lid. He goes back into the wall that he was just getting up from.
Perfect.
And yes, you have a few moments as he's kind of like he would have the cuckoo birds like going around his head if this were a cartoon. You have a few moments to rifle through his things.
I do. I just throw my hands in his pocket and I just figure out what's going on. That doesn't sound great.
Well, you get a handful of valuable things, Kaylin. Jesus, bunch of
great. That's what I want.
I'm sure.
He's not my type.
Definitely not anyone's type right now. Okay, you're just like grabbing fistfuls?
Yeah, I'm just anything I can get from him because I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna run. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. You pull out a locket.
Great.
And there is there anything else that he's particularly got in his pockets? That seems to be the main thing. He also has a communicator. If you want that.
I do, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, great. So you have a communicator and you have a locket.
And I'm just gonna bolt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, get out of
there.
there.
So the alley is long. You're able to move down it pretty quick, but as you get to the edge of it, he is going to take a shot at you as he recovers. Now, I don't roll anything. You have to roll to avoid, basically. Although I think this is probably up Kale's.
Yeah.
Right up Kale's alley. So let's see. I just keep it at 3.
Okay. So again, it's a tricky. So
just guy's tricky.
Tricky, tumbler, escape, contortionist. Can I am I dodging it with my body like that, or is that to escape a thing?
Yeah, I would say contortionist doesn't necessarily apply here.
Okay. And then I'm going to use 1 for my pool.
So that's 5 total.
Yes.
Okay, that is
how close am I? She's
You're
running
in an alley.
and I'm heading
Sure. You are rounding the corner and you can see Kale. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then as soon as he sees Micah taking the shot, or whatever his name is, I'm Mr. Unfortunate, I'm going to use the secret of leadership, and once per session, you can give someone else a chance to re-roll a failed roll. And so as soon as I see that, I'm going to pull both my guns out and scream, "Kale down!" as I get ready to shoot.
Oh, and I dive to the ground and...
And that's what you needed.
Yes!
You can almost feel as you're rounding this corner like a vibration hit through where your body just was as a chunk of brick comes tumbling off of it. That gun is not set to stun necessarily, probably an accident. But you are on the ground, and Captain Vance is right over there. That's nice.
Captain! And I'm just gonna like try to scramble up. And I'm still trying to go.
Yeah, Kale's running.
Vance will, knowing that this guy's going to shoot again, instead of returning fire, he's going to threaten as if he is, with one of his guns out, kind of walking towards him, almost like Reservoir Dogs style. But he's going to meet Kale and smash into his friend. And when he does, he's just going to grab hold of her and he's going to fly as he jumps up in the air and rockets into the sky.
What? That's amazing.
Is that a new secret?
It's not a secret anymore.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
That's great. So, Kale, you are in the air.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I had a dream like this. I felt like this was a dream I had.
You did? Me too. He's going to put his gun away as he concentrates. And he's going to try to land on top of the owl to go back into the hatch that he climbed out of when they were fighting in space, or in the blue.
So, flying.
Sure.
Right. Is this the first time that Cyrus has done this?
Probably.
So
As I just got the power, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, what was it like? I mean, he's transported before, like teleported, that's pretty normal for him, but what is flying like?
Well, flying for Vance is a lot like riding in the owl. When you're leaving a planet, whenever he winks out of existence and reappears somewhere else, there's no disturbance, there's no nausea, there's no feelings of butterflies in your stomach. With this, there's more of a mechanical nature to it, almost a natural feeling. As he rises up and his stomach stays on the ground a bit, he loves that feeling. That is the feeling of what it means to him to leave a planet and be in the blue. The blue is where he wants to be. He wants to be on the owl, in the blue, with his crew. He wants away from the rest of the world. And so that flight, that launch, is a reminder that he's leaving where he's been. And that's all Vance ever wants to do.
All right, so you are flying with Kale across the markets of Nightport back to the owl. Crew inside the owl, you hear a thud on the roof.
As soon as the others came on board, Snargle would have started taking down the traps he was setting, like a Home Alone it. Like, he's just like, oh. Because he intended to leave the owl again to go find everyone else.
Snuggle.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
think
sort
we've
of
got borders.
Uh-huh.
like, and he'll probably walk along somewhere, and you know, like when places have a tool that is definitely homemade and you shouldn't have it, he's got like a really long stick because he's normally really short, and if there's like something like a hatch or something he can just lift up and look out, or slide along to have a look outside, he'll probably do that.
Uh-huh. You do, and you see two familiar looking faces greet you.
Hi.
Hey, Snargle.
What's the secret word?
Caw.
Okay, they're good.
And then Snuggle looks at that like,
See.
and pulls the hatch open with this like stick with a hook on it.
Caca.
I just had the most incredible 20 minutes of my life.
Why? Where'd you go?
Kale, you're okay.
I'm okay. Yeah. What? Do you think I died?
Okay. What?
No.
What happened?
Were you worried about me?
Of course we were worried about you.
Oh, that's so nice. I was
Someone
just-
explain this to me. What happened?
Oh. That Micah guy snatched me. I woke up being dragged by an alley, and then I mugged him,
Okay, did you hurt him?
and I left him in the alley.
And like Snuggle walks over, puts a hand on you, he's like, I am so proud of you. Slaps you on the arm and goes over to put the stick back.
Is everybody here? Are we missing anyone?
How's the fuel?
Everyone?
And so, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, Snuggle. What did that lady want?
Oh yeah, they were definitely laying a trap for us. I think they were going to sabotage the owl.
What?
Again.
Did
It's
they?
alright, I laid traps for them. No, I didn't. It's fine. I don't think they did.
Like, and he's
I'm sort of doing the rounds now and checking everything.
Where's Victor?
Oh, he's right over here.
Oh, Victor! I thought you were another person. This is the second time I've done this. Hi, Victor.
Hi.
Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. You're safe and sound.
I mean, they might have been coming back. I'm just saying.
I don't believe we want to be around here if the veil is around here.
Hold up, is the veil?
Yeah, there's some sort of secret science organization. I don't know what they do. Artemis, do you know what they do?
Do I?
Mm,
Considering what I did in the military?
mm.
Okay, we're gonna play that game. Would
Yeah.
Vance know, considering what he did in the military?
Or would Kale know, considering what happened to her not in the military?
Snuggle does not know.
All
Hmm.
our backstories have like they cross up right here.
I love it.
That's the best part. My God, they're all science heroes, right?
We're all science heroes.
Kale would not know.
Okay.
Vance and Artemis. I mean, I think we can. I gotta let you roll something, Kiana. So, how about we roll for this?
Fine.
It'll be more for like details. You two, Vance. It'll be more for details, like levels of success equals details. More than like I don't know what that is kind of deal.
Okay. I don't really have.
While Nat's asking them that, Victor walks up to Kaylin and tries to start the high five handshake thing she was teaching him.
Yes. And so Kaylin does it, and I'm pretty sure it was like a high five, a pinky thing, a jump back, and back to a high five. Yes.
Got it. Perfect. Yeah, so if Vance and Art want to make rolls on this, they can. Victor knows what it is, though, when they say veil.
I've got ex-Imperial soldier.
So one just cause ex-Imperial soldier.
Okay. Command.
Yeah.
Rank.
I give you command or rank, not both, I think.
Okay.
So I think command is more about your presence,
telling somebody.
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then the other one, connections.
Yep. Absolutely. So that's
5.
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. And art?
She really don't have that much in terms of mechanics there.
You could use your whole pool.
I could use my whole pool, Lauren. Will I do that? Probably not.
You might, though.
So, Joanne, just because I think I'm going to go with Imperial Soldier closest I can think of for what I have there. It's strategy. But
yeah, nah.
No. I'll throw in two
Cool.
for my pool.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
No, it's about levels of success. This wasn't one that you would necessarily fail. Artemis, you did not really come into much contact with the science division besides what you were provided with. So the veil, you know, it has to do with science. You know, it's top secret, probably. Yeah, you know that's what you know. Vance would have met a member of the Veil before. He would know that. He would know that they. He would know some of the technology they have that they were working on, particularly what would amount to a cloaking device, but not just for ships, but for people. Yeah, I think that's it for Vance. And Victor.
That's me.
That is. You would know that in recent years before you were awakened, the planet that you were on, Vulcanus, was once a kind of like a penal colony, and is also a mining hub. It's very close to the star at the center of the system. Vulcanus is like right there. And that's what you would know, which, and the reason that the veil rings a bell is because you have previously, before you left, know that was they had some kind of base there, some kind of experiment or observation. There was a small contingent of them there. And you would, even from afar, probably some vaguely recognized the young woman. So that's what you all know about the Veil.
Do we have gas?
No, you don't. That was a little too perky. No, you don't. Sorry.
I think that was the perfect amount of perky.
Thank you, Mel.
Okay, we need gas.
Yeah, well, no, we need gas.
I'll go out and get it. Victor, why don't you come with me? Artemis, we're going to steal it because we already paid for it. So
there's a really fancy ship just next door. We could probably get
Soften
it
the
off.
gas from.
And it might be quite handy because I don't really fancy this person following us either.
okay, that's what we'll do. Get ready. It should be fun if the veil is involved. And he's gonna walk.
What should I do, Captain?
Pray. As he walks past. I don't know.
Pray. Pray to who?
Pray to that engine.
I guess we're together, Artemis. Good time to chat, huh?
Like,
I'm
seeing
sure
that,
it is.
honestly, seeing that Snuggle will take Nat's hand and be like,
I'll show you where we keep the stick.
and like take him off the other way.
The
I'll
tone of
show
voice is
you where
so
we keep the stick.
recognizable.
Okay, that's this week's episode's t-shirt. I'll show you where we keep the stick. That's the best.
So, Snargle and Nat go off. Vance and Victor are going to get gas. But I just want to stay here for a second because I feel like maybe there's some unspoken tension and I'd like to help the whole crew work through that. So, what's going on here?
Kale looks at Artemis and she slowly takes out a phone and just like without breaking eye contact shows her what she has in her hand.
All right, and that's the communicator and the locket?
Just the communicator, not the locket.
Okay. Artemis, that's a communicator.
All right.
So let's just lay it out on the table, okay? I think that I could either keep making assumptions that you are not who you say you are, that you're probably going to kill us in our sleep in the dead of night and are lying to Nat, or you can tell me what's really going on.
If I may ask, what is your basis for these assumptions?
Well, you certainly know the person that killed my entire family, so we can start there if you'd like.
Killed your entire family?
Village, if you want to be more specific. Nothing but ash left. A big crater of land as I sailed away. And I don't forget a face easily. And his face is a face I've remembered for a very long time.
If you're speaking about Captain Hunter, he and I haven't seen each other in about 11 years.
Well, why is it that he calls you as he tries to board our ship?
I do not know.
How do you know him?
We served in the same unit in the Imperial Army. "11 more years ago now, 15.
was it that you were talking to in the bathroom? Was it another one of your Voidwalker friends, or was it someone different?
I am no friends of the Voidwalkers.
Are you not? I mean, what am I supposed to believe when they're on our ship and contacting you?
I don't know what Michael, Captain Hunter, wants with me. After 11 years of no contact, he decides to only contact me when he wants. When he wants Nat.
Are you gonna give him Nat?
Never.
Are you gonna give Nat to that person you were talking to on the phone?
It's more complicated than that.
That's our friend. How is it more complicated than that? You don't give up your friends, Artemis. That's not what anyone... That's not what family does. And like it or not, Artemis, Nat sees you as his family now.
I am very aware of that. And he is my only...
You're only what?
Loyalties are very conflicting right now.
They don't have to be, Artemis.
It's,
you know it's right.
It's more complicated than that.
Well, sometimes when things are complicated, it helps me to just sort them out loud and hope they untangle themselves. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to believe the things that I've seen, but you have to give me something that would make me trust you.
I have been looking after Nat for 10 years now. I would never let harm befall him or his family. I owe them everything that I have right now. Everything. The way that Vance and Snargle and the owl has given you everything, or is your everything, that is the Blackbird house for me. And loyalties are conflicting.
Are they loyal to you as you are to them?
I can only hope so.
I don't know them. I don't know most. Nat's the first Lord type person I've met and that I've liked. So I don't know those other people, but I know that Nat believes in you and trusts you. And I think that your conflicting feelings, I mean, you might just burn it all down on accident.
Thank you, Kaylin. I need to sort this out. I would ask, although it is a heavy one, to not share this with anyone until it is sorted.
If I tell anyone else, they won't be as nice as me.
Which is why I ask you to just... Things with Micah and this. Until I sort it out.
How will I know you sorted it?
I'll tell you.
And Kale looks at her, kind of gives her a slight smile, and it's sort of a almost like playful, like, okay, man, like, sure, look, because she doesn't really know what to believe, but she's gonna let this sit for now.
All right. As Kale leaves, do you do anything with the locket?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
Noise. It's almost, it's a metal locket, kind of faded brass. It's almost, it's surprisingly warm, like it's been kept close to somebody. It's not cold. And you open it, and there's a drawing of a woman. It seems recent. It's a woman with fine features of dark skin, partially shaved, head on one side, black hair coming down the other way. Striking woman, but the drawing seems almost loose, like it's not fully in place. And as you're walking, it kind of flutters away, revealing a photograph, an older photograph of Captain Micah Hunter in Imperial uniform, with his arm around Artemis Walker, also in Imperial uniform. But let's cut outside. Vance and Victor. What's up, boys? What's going on?
All right, Victor, I'm not sure that you've ever stolen fuel before, but welcome to class. And he begins to pull the long ley line fuel hose from both vehicles, both the fancy ship and the awesomer ship, the Owl. And he has
You do not see a fancy ship, my friend.
Okay, well, we're going to steal gas from the main place. And so he goes over to the main hub and just plugs in. They've already paid for it. They're not stealing anything. They're filling up. And so he just turns the gas on and the fuel. It's not gasoline. I mean, please. It's a science. And
Totally.
turns on the fuel.
All right. Nobody says anything to you. You and Victor are there as the Owl fills up. You see there's a ship that lands. We'll say a quirky like the Owl. A man stumbles out of it, obviously kind of drunk out of his mind, leaves the ramp down and everything, and kind of wanders looking for the dockmaster. Doesn't see him because he is on break, and stumbles out into Nightport. So now you're kind of lit up by the light from this ship.
Victor, I don't know who would park and leave their door open and their ship running on Nightport, but here we are with a ship that's apparently unguarded. What I'm saying, Victor, is this could be an opportunity to take a ship. I heard tell you sharing a story about having lost a ship in a card game.
Yes.
Okay. Does it look like there's anybody else on the ship? Is it like a small ship? Is it a...
It looks like a one-person flyer kind of deal.
Victor, you helped us out. And I don't like the idea of someone that helped out my crew being the only person on Nightport. So you have a choice. You're either coming with us, obviously of your own free will, or there's a ship. Come to me, Victor. Did you hear that? It seems to be saying something. Come to me, Victor. It's saying it belongs to you. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can believe it.
With that, Vance would definitely put his arm or his hand on Victor's shoulder. I like you, Victor. Just don't tell anybody.
Who would I tell?
Exactly. There's your ship. And he offers his hand to Victor.
Victor would look for a moment. And then he would offer his hand.
He'd shake it. You can come with us if you want.
Life is complicated.
Ain't it just?
I have things to attend. If you need me, call me on the radio. I'll come.
All right. Better yet, if you need us, send this out on the wireless. And in whatever the Morse code was that he interpreted before, using the iconography of it, Vance will write out cacaw.
Caca. And then Victor will tip his hat and turn and head towards the ship.
As you approach this ship, the light is very warm from within, and you can even feel it grow in intensity, though it's not overwhelming. Like I said, it's very warm. And as you enter it, you can hear that voice again. I hope you like it.
I do. I'll come home now.
I'll see you soon. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode of Wild Blue Yonder. Yay!
Hey.
Okay, let's go around. Happy fun times. Everything's fine. I'll give Mal a second, but let's go around in otherwise reverse order. Hey, Tommy.
I did what I set out to do. I did not have to roll a single time. And I am so incredibly happy given how fickle Roll20 has been to me today. So I am very proud of my sweet, sweet bad boy, Nat.
I'm proud of you too, buddy.
Yep. Also, Nat, as soon as like Cyrus comes back, Nat's like, "Hey, Snargle showed me where you keep your stick."
Snuggles are like.
Oh man, I always love these sessions. I can't believe we're halfway through. That has flown by. I'm seeing my one complaint, there's a severe lack of a pirate king in the show. That's all that wants.
I will
you're to that you're a reputable captain.
reputable, the most noble.
You are a noble captain of the trait and not necessarily the lineage.
All right. So you like want to see like Pirate King Uriah Flint?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Let Nat smooch, please.
Sometime over the next 6 episodes, I promise you'll see him.
Oh man.
Where can I find you on the internet, Tommy?
I am Imperative Pengu on the Twitter sphere. I do tabletop RPG stuff. Best way to find out what I'm doing throughout the week is follow me on Twitter. I've got a postie there, which it's officially called a postie now, or a penny if you're certain people. But no, I call them posties. Follow me there. Specifically tomorrow, I'm over on Pro's channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're back at it with Dungeon World. I'm just starting to realize that like tabletop RPG shows are just, ooh, I love them, but why do they hurt so much? Just all of them. It all hurts.
Thank you. I feel special now. Well, or less special. Both? I feel good though.
This is a different kind of hurt.
Good. Kiana, how you doing?
Hi. There was some big old ouchies there. Woo. Do we finally leave Nightport? Maybe. I don't know. I hope so. Artemis hates it here. But
Seemed really nice.
I'm sure it's super nice when you're not Artemis. Which is why she doesn't look like Artemis when she's on Nightport. But oh man, so good. I'm so glad that Artemis and KO could finally have a conversation. That was awesome. I love the tension there. Because there's just a lot of, both very protective of their families, their chosen families, and what they do for them. So we'll see how it plays out, y'all. Really, they don't trust each other very much, which is great. But yeah, can't wait for next week already. And it was always so awesome to play with you, Mal. I love Victor so much. Good robot boy. Good robot boy. But yeah, you can find me over on Twitter at KianaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm over the internet playing role-playing game almost every day of the week. But you can find me back here on the channel on Wednesdays from late Black Lotus room, and of course, and if you like Lady Blackbird, you can check out a totally different take of it this Friday for Adventures in the Wild Blue, which is my Lady Blackbird campaign. Lauren plays a fantastic siren Vance there. Not just any siren Vance, Pirate King siren Vance, because that's what she did after overthrowing Pirate King Uriah Flint.
I'm a smooch, y'all.
Yeah, she's a smoocher, and she had guns literally everywhere, and booze, which seems to be a theme among every single Vance I have ever seen. It's just booze everywhere on the ship and guns everywhere on their person. So definitely go check us out over on Off the Table this Friday for some drama. I've got the crew back together, and Pirate King Siren Vance may have kidnapped Lady Blackbird's fiance. It's fine. It's fine.
It's normal.
So come join us over there.
Alice.
Ooh, one of my favorite things was definitely that Kale got kidnapped and then turned it into a mugging. Managed to beat the crap out of this poor guy that thought he was like, yeah, I've done a good job. I've kidnapped him, and she just beats him around the head with trash can lid and takes his stuff. But I seriously love this game every week. It's such a fun game, and especially with all these people as well. It makes my week. It really does. I adore this game. I'm happy and not happy that we're halfway through, because that means we're halfway to the end. But I'm loving it so far. But yeah, I'm already excited for next week, and I'm liking seeing all the relationships develop, grow, maybe worsen. I don't know. And I love Victor. Just everything about Victor. Mal has been really, really awesome. So I love it. But I'm White Rabbit Pick. That's where you can find me on Twitter. When I'm not over here playing Lady Blackbird, I'm also here playing the Highlander Cyber System game, which I'm super excited about. And when I'm not doing that, I DM and play on the Scratchicus Academy 5 days a week. So yeah, I'm a bit busy, but I love it. Thank you.
Yay. My good friend Serena.
Gosh, this episode was a ride. So I love how smooth Tall Snargle is. Tall Snargle is just this Casanova, and I am here for it.
Yes. Alice, you should hit on that girl next time you see her.
Please.
A lot. Like,
He probably
a lot.
will. He probably
Great.
will.
Perfect.
He likes to be, yeah. He likes being smooth. It's one of his traits.
Also, hello, new power, Captain Mr. Flying Man Vance. That was so unexpected. I was delighted. And delighted that you were able to whip around the corner and tell me to duck. Thank you. And finally confronting Artemis was something that has been on my list for a little bit. So I'm really happy that it happened. You can find me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie or on the show The Dungeon Rats. We are a podcast on every podcatcher available, and also Sundays with Rivals of Waterdeep at 12 p.m. Central Time.
Fantastic. Let's hop over to Mal real quick. Mal, I hope you enjoyed your time with us. Victor was awesome.
Yeah, I as a player, I was like, sure, let's just go walk right back on the owl and be like, fuck it, let's go.
I've been like,
Yeah.
you would fly.
You can find me on Mal Hadale on Twitter. I had a blast being here again. I'm sad that I am going to have to retire the makeup for a little while. I hopefully will have some exciting news in the future about other things that I'm going to do. And, like Victor said, and like Cyrus said, just caca and I'll come back.
It makes me so happy. All right, I guess we're gonna go over to Greg now.
Well, I was gonna say, first off, I love the fact that it was a kidnapping that turned into a mugging. That was my my favorite thing that I think has happened in RPG games in a long time. I've got you. Oh no, I've got you. Boom, that was the best. And here was my plan, because I knew with the light flashing out of Victor's eyes that I was scared there was going to be a power down moment, like where that was it. And if that had happened, Vance was going to put him in at the dinner table in the owl, seated with a drink in his hand, just waiting to come back online. But I'm glad that there was a ship there, so I didn't have to do that, because it would have ruined my Cyrus Vance veneer, as I would have been bawling doing it, because I'm sick on flu medication right now, and for whatever reason I decided to drink on top of it and play Lady Blackbird. It is a terrible combination. I would never do it. Grimjack21502 on the Twitters, part of the Tales from the Grim team here on the Twitch. You are right where you need to be for all kinds of fun. Wednesday we have May Black Roses Bloom at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage at 8 p.m. Eastern. Friday, I believe this week, we do have some Invisible Sun. Tommy will be back for that. And then on Sunday, we have a Highlander, If on a Winter's Night. And we will be visiting, we've already met our Highlander, Sarah McLeod. We will now be visiting with the villain, Onye the Mad Eagle, which should be very, very fun. Oh, and because I can, this is coming too. And it's only 30 seconds, so go ahead.
I've seen how far we've gone, and it's breaking me. I've held onto the stone, and it's taking me down. Trouble, childless, turns to pain and suffering. Just a way of preparing you for the dull realities of everyday strife. Just a way of pervading you with this grand subservient way of life.
Okay, so that's coming soon, everybody. And with that shot of adrenaline straight to your apple sack, I will hand it over to Lauren, our fantastic navigator, who took us through a fantastic story. Make sure I'm not on. Can you believe that? Am I on? I'm on. I'm on.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
not
believe that.
Okay, yeah, I'm on. The praise got through. Lauren, where can we find you online? And what did you think as I handed over to you to take us home?
I loved that. I thought that was great. I had an inkling that Kale was gonna be just fine on her own. So I just had to drag out the tension for her. Sorry, Serena.
It was great.
Good. Yeah, I loved all of it. Loved good sweet robot boy. Yep, I'm Lauren. I'm That Salty Ginger over on Twitter. You can find me here on Tales from the Grim on Monday nights, and I play 2 games on Off the Table and 2 on the Scraticus Academy, who we are going raid. Right, Alice? Right? Yes. Nailed it. Oh,
Right.
God.
So good.
Just took me 6 episodes to get it right.
Just gotta check. Yeah, no, we're good.
Great. Great. Wonderful.
May I suggest a raid chant?
Yes, Greg.
Victor.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go in there. Yell it. Out of context raids. I love it. Perfect. So we're gonna go do that. Be good to each other. Good night.
Night.
Oh, I can take us away now, I guess. Or we could just sit here and talk. No, see ya.